Operation Last Laugh is here. The new Meme vs. Machine event. I believe it's the 6th Meme vs. Machine event. And what's my thoughts on it? Well, before I get onto that, I should mention the most important thing about this event. The charity. So, there's a charity going on for the event, like they normally do with every MVM event. So, again, all the links to that charity is in the description down below. I recommend donating. You donate a certain amount, you get a certain amount of medals and all that. But even if you don't care for the medals or just want to donate, I recommend donating. It goes to a good cause. And you know, that's what the event's mostly about. Just some entertainment with MVM and donating money to a good cause. So again, spreading it with awareness, making it more aware. This is for charity. Please donate to the charity. That is very important for the event and it would help a lot. They've already raised their goal. They've actually gone over their goal, which is good, but that doesn't mean we have to stop. More money is a good thing because, again, it all goes to the charity. You know, if they're going to give us some laughs, it's fair to give some money for them for the charity that they decide to support. So, yeah. Again, please donate if you can. Let's just get on to my thoughts about Meme vs. Machine now. Alright. So, my thoughts on this year's Meme vs. Machine event is that it is the weakest one out of all of them, but I still wouldn't say it was outright bad. I think it's hard to make a bad Meme vs. Machine event because, well, again, it's Meme vs. Machine. It's not supposed to be serious. So I'm not going to be super harsh on it because while there are things I disliked, again, it doesn't really matter. It's all for fun and all that. So being super negative on a meme event is kind of dumb, but I have some critiques, I guess. And they're not super serious, they're just like personal opinions really, just how I personally see things when it comes to these events. So again, they're anything major. I will also say, there are spoilers for this event. I'm going to go over some of the things that happen in some of the missions. If you want to be completely surprised at the randomness, which does add to the charm of the event, I would recommend playing them first and then watching this video. This is more for people who've already completed all the missions, or most of them, because I will be spoiling things. So if you haven't played it, I recommend go play it. Again, link in the description to go to all the servers where you can go and play, and yeah. So, personally with MVM, my favourite part of MVM in general, not just including Meme vs. Machine, is the core of the mode itself. I enjoy shooting the robots, I enjoy getting upgrades and all that. That's why I play MVM for. I don't really care about loot, I don't really care about, you know, getting Aussies. I just want to, you know, shoot some robots for a bit and have some fun. So, a bit of a critique is that a lot of these missions have a part where you're not really shooting anything. You're just moving to a place or you're watching something happen and all that. And while some of those stuff is funny, for example, there's a Squid Game parody. I will be honest, I never watched Squid Game, so I didn't get it at first, but once I realized what it was a reference to, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, it's like, that's cool and all that, but, you know, personally for me, I prefer to shoot the robots than to just do funny little stuff in it. But, you know, that's just me personally. I feel like I wouldn't mind it as much if it wasn't for the fact that nearly, like, I think like 75% of the missions in this have a wave that's basically watching or just moving somewhere, and it gets a bit repetitive after a while. But there is a lot of funny stuff in the Meme vs. Machine event. For example, one of the maps ends with you getting in a Freddy Fazbear suit. Yeah, MVM and Freddy Fazbear. A combination I didn't think that needed to exist, but it exists now, so go wild with that, with those pictures and whatnot. So, Maxwell the cat was also in it. Hey, everyone likes Maxwell. Funny cat. I am a cat person, honestly. I thought it was funny seeing Maxwell as a boss. Going over the gameplay I captured for this event, we have a mission where we're all spies, and we get to use like these finger guns and all that. We also get to unlock different guns, and there's some custom upgrades and all that. Like one that makes you really small. That's kind of funny, having an upgrade that makes you small. So yeah. Another one was basically, it was a recreation of Decoy, but with a bunch of random props and jokes around the map. Again, this is the one that had the Squid Game thing. And while I did criticize it, I will say one thing I did like. I liked the last two waves, where one of them basically was like a joke about how it's been an endless cycle since 2012. And that we can break free with it by doing Wave 7. So you do the final wave, which is Wave 7, and you're basically just running from a horde of robots to try and get to a different robot. You kill that robot, the cycle is broken, basically. It gave me a COD Zombie vibes for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess for that alone I do love it, because I am a huge fan of COD Zombies. So I kind of do like that. And the last thing I got footage of is just this is a more traditional meme versus machine, I would say. No real wackiness happens in it. It's basically just normal MVM, but with some memes thrown in there. Like, there's a wave where basically everyone's just, it's like the robots are friendlies and you just kill them. They get mad in the chat and all that. So it's like, you know, it's just goofy stuff like that. It's nothing super serious. And again, that's the whole point. It's supposed to just be fun, relaxing. And my mic fell. So yeah, it's not meant to be anything super serious. It's supposed to just be fun and relaxing. And again, if you're just looking for some fun and some entertainment, this will definitely provide it. Again, just my personal opinion on things like watching stuff in the event is kind of a bit boring to me, especially on repeat playthroughs. But if you are just playing it one time, which it's probably intended, honestly, that's fine. You'll get your enjoyment, and you'll definitely enjoy it. I just feel like the missions this year were a bit weaker compared to last year's missions, and even years before. Again, I think it is the weakest, but again, it's not a serious event, so it doesn't matter that much. The main point is, were they funny, and was it entertaining? Yes, the missions were funny, and it was entertaining, which is all that really matters at the end of the day. So, that's really it, honestly. There's not much to say about it. It's a very short event, again, only 7 missions. So, yeah. I recommend go playing it. It ends on April 17th, so you still got like a week or two before the event actually ends. So, I recommend jumping on as soon as you can to, you know, get the medal you get for completing it. Oh yeah, you get a medal if you beat 6 missions. So, you know, if you want a medal, go for it. But yeah, that's really going to be it for me. That's pretty much it. There's not much else to say. Operation Last Laugh, it did give me a last laugh. It made me laugh a lot. It didn't give me even a last laugh. It gave me a bunch of laughs, which is pretty good. So, yeah. That's this year's Meme vs. Machine event. Again, very entertaining. Got a lot of laughs at me. The only real downside being the lack of missions, and on just a personal opinion that I prefer to shoot the robots more than watching and doing these more like death run kind of stuff. But yeah, that's really it. Again, recommend go play it. Donate to the charity if you can. That's pretty much it for me. Enjoy the rest of your day.